I didn't sleep particularly well last night. I don't know why. I have that once a month around the full moon that I just can't sleep very well. And it's not that we stayed up late or played video games until the early hours of the morning. It's just, you know, one of those things. I just didn't sleep very well, and I really don't know why. It's one of those things. But I noticed that it's a repeating pattern, and it has something to do with the full moon. So it doesn't happen on full moon. It often happens a day or two beforehand, and it's over by the time full moon happens. But it often coincides with the full moon. So interesting there. Just wanted to make a mental note of that, and for what it's worth, you know, that's happening. But more importantly, I've had an idea that I wanted to share with you, and it's kind of, it could be, it's one of those things, it really depends on what I do with it now. So a while ago, and I think I already had portions of that idea in mind, but just no application for it. A while ago, when one of those amazing DAS sales was on, I bought a product by Iron Man 13, the Iron Man 13 group. It is a group of people. It's not one guy who makes all of it. It's several people working together there and selling items, combined items under one brand. They have several stunning things in their catalog. One of them is a movie theater, like a cinema, and it was on sale. I bought it a while ago. I have it. I've never looked at it, but I would like to make a trailer for new game streams rather than using the generic WP Guru title sequence. I think I'd like to have one dedicated to J Plays. So it's like a 10, 15, 20 second animation that I'd like to make there, and it'll be a camera fly through because I like camera fly throughs. And so my vision for that is that the camera kind of, I don't really know what the set looks like on the outside or the inside, but I'm imagining a pan or fly through from the outside going into the movie theater and then going towards the popcorn stand, filming the popcorn and making its way all the way through to the movie theater itself, where the audience sits in anticipation, curtains open, and my logo or whatever J Plays rolls, and then we cut to the actual live stream. So that's the plan. That's my idea for building it. But right now this is only a really vague idea. I've not even had a look at the set yet. I don't know if it's suitable for that. I don't know what the render times are going to be. 10, 20 seconds. I'm thinking I want to do this in 60 frames a second. So we're probably talking 1200 frames. If one frame takes about 2 minutes to render, we're talking about 2400 minutes, which is, I don't know what that is in hours, but that divided by 60 is that in hours. So it's still fairly doable in a day or two. But then if rendering a frame takes 10 minutes, then we're talking weeks rather than days. So I'll see how it goes. That's my plan. That's what I want to do. And the other idea then alongside that, because I really haven't looked at anything yet, I was thinking maybe that is an idea for another 3D live stream. So these processes of setting things like that up are lengthy, and they're very tedious, and they take forever to do really, and they're often not fun to watch. But it could be an idea for us to somehow revive the 3D streams and at least hang out while we're looking and talking about DAS Studio. Maybe we can collaboratively come up with other ideas, such as, I mean, there's other things. I don't just want to put the camera through the set and end up at the screen there. I also want people to walk through the set, and they don't have to be animated in high res. They don't have to look fantastic. They can just be more silhouettes and all that. But there's ways and tricks to do that, and there's, you know, so many workflows that we can try out. Like one idea I had was getting Mixamo animations in, but rather than trying to import the animations into DAS, I'll just export an unrigged character from DAS, have Mixamo rig it, and then just go and bring the whole FBX into DAS Studio, and then at least the animation is cool, even if the character doesn't look great. So I don't know, it's just thoughts like that. There's a lot of trial and error that this entails, but I thought, you know, while I'm fiddling, we could all do this live, and then we can hang and chat, possibly. Haven't made up my mind yet. But yes, that's one of the ideas I had, and perhaps having people sitting in the movie theater eating popcorn and shaking their heads and bobbing their heads and putting popcorn in the air. So, you know, those sort of things. Then also, iRay rendering it in Dash Studio, that's one option, but we don't have to do that. We can also bring that whole set into Blender and use Eevee to render it. That might be an idea, because that renders much quicker, and it was just, I think quality-wise would be all right. There's going to be a lot of hoo-ha getting the shaders sorted, but I don't know. It's just one of those things I'm thinking about, and I just want to put it out there so that I don't forget, essentially, because I do tend to forget things like that.